So convergence has been a buzzword in the digital industry for at least 20 years, back to the Time Warner full service trial in Orlando and kind of pretty much everything in between. And convergence really can be subdivided into three things. So do devices merge and become multi-purpose? Does content converge by becoming distributed against all of those devices rather than one category of content on device A and another category of content on device B? Then there's the convergence of measurement. So do you measure audiences and impressions and impact and viewability and all of the things that go with that in the same way? And then there's the convergence of trading, of how it's bought and sold and by whom. So there's three big buckets underneath convergence. And it's really only when all of those come together that the thing truly converges. The most obvious point of convergence is the convergence in what I like to call TV quality video. And we call it TV quality video for a really good reason, and that is that it's video that runs on TV, on the networks and the cable stations. So when you think about TV quality video, you're really into all of the stuff the networks produce, all of the stuff they take off platform and into their full episode players, all of the stuff they take off platform and into Hulu and other forms of distribution. Now increasingly that convergence is becoming complete in that the buyers of the airtime or the ad space within those channels are looking at full episode players as an extension of the core broadcast delivery product, and that stretches not only into full episode players but also into video on demand. And the currencies in those are converging in such a way that the buyer will look at ratings delivery and audience delivery across all of that channel. So in many ways that's now fully converged and the prices are beginning to harmonize across all of those platforms. So that's one where it's kind of locked. The Hulu world is slightly different because there's a hybrid model in Hulu, Hulu Plus of course, and regular Hulu, and there's also a hybrid model in Hulu about full-length television programs, so television as we've understood it, the whole clip side of television programs, so still TV quality but not the full-length original version. And now coming down the pike, an increasing number of original series that are running on Hulu that are made for Hulu first and given the first window on Hulu. And that's changing things as well. So there is a separate kind of convergence in which a new delivery system, behaviorally at least on the buying side, is converging with the old system. More puzzlingly for the advertiser, there are also parts of the delivery system that of course don't carry ads, and Netflix is notable amongst that. But this is not exactly new news because we've been dealing with this in a HBO and Showtime environment where the balance of subscription revenue to the producer and the distributor of content is everything, and the advertising revenue is put to one side. So that doesn't really represent a big change from the trading and currency point of view, but of course what it does do is starts to build bigger volumes of total consumer video time that don't carry advertising. And that of course presents a challenge to advertisers because, my word, we do like it when they leave the spaces in the programs that we can fill. Creatively, a Hulu type environment and a full episode type environment create different challenges from a stream network delivery, as in an NBC or Bravo kind of delivery environment, from the ones that we faced before. And that really manifests itself in a couple of ways. The first is there are new kinds of units that we can use. Advertisers are scratching their heads a little about what the 5-second films look like in a Hulu environment, and they're also thinking about how do you exploit the opportunity of a lower ad load within a full episode player environment and the possibility of having either category or total exclusivity within that environment. And when that opportunity presents itself, you start thinking about a narrative and a commercial sequencing strategy that exists within that program in a way that you didn't really think about in the days of network television.